Hi, Ralph and Susan Mann from Mann's Adventures, and we're still at Degray Lake State Park outside of Bismarck, Arkansas. The dog's trying to climb up behind us, and that's okay. But we are approximately 7 miles off of Interstate 30 at the Caddo Valley exit number 78. You drive 7 miles on Highway 7. But the state park has lots of amenities, as you've probably already seen in the video. They've got a golf course, they've got a convention center, a lodge, marina, there are swimming areas, there are boat ramps all around. Many parking or camping places, they've got yurts, they've got cabins. So a lot to do here. But Susan and I have been coming to Degray Lake for 3 or 4 years. We come about 3 times a year or so to visit family. And so as we've been all around the park and stayed in different sites, I just thought we ought to share what we like the most about Degray Lake. So what do you think, honey?
This part of Degray Lake, I like the wooded area because the sites are spacious. I mean, we have probably a half an acre at our site. We do.
This is a lot of space here without other people right on top of you. The 50 amp full hookup area, which you saw earlier, DeRoach Ridge, it is more of a parking lot. It's great to stay there in the winter months because it's not as crowded, but the summer months, I'd say that you're right. This is being out here in the woods in the shaded area with some separation is the best. What do you think you dislike the most?
30 amp.
Absolutely. Now in the summertime out here, thankfully we have shade, but when we pulled up, our camper was 89 degrees on the inside, and it took hours to get it down to breathable.
Comfortable.
And even at night, the first night, we were still very hot running just our 1 AC versus 2 ACs. So I'd have to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
What would you say needs the most improvement here at Degray Lake?
The 30 amp, they also, there is no dog park for the dogs to run. I mean, Raven, we've walked her on trails and stuff, but there's nowhere fenced in for dogs to be able to run.
Absolutely. And our dog, our lab, she's right back here behind us, but she is used to having some acreage, not a lot, but we've got about 4 acres at home, 4.5, and she gets out and roams it and runs. She's an inside dog, but she loves to run and play out there, so having to be on a leash the whole time is a little tough on her. I'd say mine needs improvement is the roads in the campground areas. Roads all throughout the park are great. As a matter of fact, they were working on some of the roads to give access to camping and to other parts of the park. They've recently repaved the roads and they were putting shoulders on it, but the roads inside the camping area or camping areas A, B, and C have a lot to be improved. There are routes, and you may have seen that in the drive-through where we bounced around quite a bit. I wish they'd come through and straighten out some of those roads. The lights are pretty good for the most part.
Yeah.
There are a few that have roots growing underneath them and have kind of buckled, and some of them are slightly sloped, but it tells you that when you go online to book as to whether or not it's a level, what the length is, and it also tells what whether it's level, sloped, or slightly sloped. So that's helpful, but we enjoy our time out here and the opportunity to come here and see family, and we'll be coming back.
Yes.
We always keep coming back. But if you found any of this helpful or informative, we sure would appreciate it if you'd go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Also give us a like and a subscribe. If you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified each time we put out a new video. We've got more camping coming up. We are headed to, where are we headed?
To the beach.
To the beach. We're headed to Gulf Shores, Alabama. Luxury RV Resort is our next stop. So keep an eye out. we'll be posting that video in a couple of weeks.